Mavericks fans, tonight is a very special night at the American Airlines Center. It is City Edition night. The guys are going to be wearing their new threads, and there's a brand new court behind me. It looks incredible. Rangers manager Bruce Bochy has not let that be the case here. Nathan Eovaldi is just such an elite guy. He was pitcher of the month in the month of May, and it seems that after the pitchers have an outing, they'll go to Bochy, and then they'll go to Maddox, the pitching coach here, and then they'll go to Eovaldi and ask for his advice. I know you're a big fan of Josh Smith, and just to see him have the season that he did, winning the Silver Slugger at the utility position, what are you just excited about for his game in 2025 and the importance of finding that roster spot for him in the lineup and on the field?
Yeah, Abby, that's going to be a challenge for him.
Well, it's the dog days of summer, and these Rangers fans are out across the street from Globe Life Field at Texas Live for the first annual Rangers Watch Party. It's business, not personal, for head coaches Michael O'Dell and Antonio Wiley. They were former teammates. Now they're head coaches and also close friends. They're going to have to put their emotions aside and coach one of the marquee matchups in 6A football tonight. If you look at the numbers, statistically speaking, on a 2-2 count, Judge is only hitting 133 on the curveball. So for Jonah Heim, Jack Leiter to collectively agree to make that call, throw that pitch, something that he only throws 10% of the time, and strike out the undoubtable American League MVP. Coach Wiley, you're up 28-7. Louisville defense has only allowed 8 points in a game. How are you able to have such success with them in the first half? He adjusted his approach at the plate May 5th. He's bringing his left foot closer to the plate.
Okay.
And he's hitting more neutral and a less open stance. And they've won 5 straight series, and they've won 9 straight at home, which is why they have the best home record in Major League Baseball. The Texas Rangers open up the 2024 season against the Chicago Cubs, and this team got to do something that no other team has ever done before for this fan base. They got to present not only the World Series trophy, but they also got to drop the championship banner, and it will hang high in the rafters at Globe Life Field for the rest of time. He was just so complimentary of how he's able to really understand the game, watch it on film. He's an elite passer. Almost 1,000 yards in the air, 11 touchdowns as well. 78% completion rate. Wrap your mind around that. This is his first year starting on varsity, and that's what he's able to do. Let me tell you why this guy is special. 39 tackles, 19 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks, 1 interception. Guys, he's played 4 games. 529 total yards of offense tonight for your team. For you personally, 313 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns in the air, 1 on the ground, 82% completion. We're all impressed with you. Are you impressed with yourself? And the Eagles are coming off of a 3-game win streak, outscoring those opponents 202-3. Coach Mathis said that he rarely feels like the underdogs, but they do tonight, going against an undefeated team in the Panthers. This offense for the Eagles is led by Brody Woods. He's allowing this team to be balanced with the power spread, creating a super high power off. Him and his brother are both lefties. Brandon Lowe, we got to see him when he was in town playing with Tampa Bay. But Nathaniel destroys a changeup from a lefty. He's batting .356 on breaking balls. It is the return and homecoming of Jalen Brunson. Now, if you remember the last time that the Mavericks took on the Knicks, it was the night that Luka did something that no other player in NBA history has done. 60-20-10. He changed his program completely. I asked them what their relationship was like. He said, you know as much of the game plan as I do. I leave the defensive stuff to him. That's his baby. I go and talk to him about complimentary football. I never want to do anything that doesn't work for his defense, but I always try to leave that to him. Thanks to Corey Seager last night. Back-to-back home runs from Seager. It's his 14th time in his career that he's had a multi-home run game. You held Southlake Carroll to 75 yards of total offense. What are you going to reiterate in the locker room with the defense to contain this explosive offense? Last year, he had over 2,000 rushing yards. He had 19 touchdowns, but he also had 7 tackles per game. So not only is he explosive on offense, he is dominant and physical on defense. Both coaches had a lot to say about him, and actually when I was talking to Coach Hardy this week, he said we have a certain number of touches that we want Paxton to get. It means so much to this organization. One thing that you have made a tradition here that everyone looks forward to is Tony Tuesdays. Tell me a little bit about how that got started for you. Talked to offensive coordinator, and he just said he's one of the hardest workers on the team. He works as hard in the film room as he does in the weight room, as he does during practice, and you saw that tonight. Coach, almost 40 points in the first half combined. A lot happening here tonight. You guys are scoring in 2 phases. Talk to me about how important it was for the special teams to have that punt return. The easiest scouting report you could give on Corey Seager is against a righty that's going to throw a fastball. This is a simple way to put it. He's red in the zone everywhere, minus down and away.
Okay.
And red in the zone means he's slugging above 450. ALCS MVP Giancarlo Stanton has 5 home runs, 11 RBI. He's slugging 794 in 9 games this postseason. Each of his last 4 hits are home runs, and he's home run in 3 straight games. This is his first ever World Series. He is going to do what he does, what they paid him all the money to do. Hopefully the momentum is going to change, but they're just now starting the third quarter. They came back out. They had about a 10-minute warm-up and then played the last few seconds of the second quarter. Did not take a halftime and then went straight into the third quarter. But North Crawley just has a lot to clean up here in the second half, so hoping that rain delay was a little bit of a reset for them. Bruce Bochy is absolutely right. It is all about pitching, which leads up to the pitching matchup tonight with John Gray on the mound for the Rangers and Reed Detmers on the mound for the Angels. And we're hoping that rowdy crowd from Section 133 is back at Globe Life Field, bringing the postseason energy in the stadium. It's going to be an exciting one. Tune into Rangers Live at 6:30 p.m. on Valley Sports Southwest. Join Madison and Boo as they count you down to first pitch at 7:05. We will see you there.